Chicago's summer fun has just begun. If you're a local, you know we love Summertime Shy, an outdoor eating place. If you're a visitor, you're going to love this. I'm taking you to 5 outdoor eating spots in 5 different neighborhoods. Summertime Outdoor Eating, your tour starts now.
Ooh, I am intrigued.
Don't tempt us, Sylvia.
Because I know some of the more marquee rooftops that I've been to before, but I don't know. There's sometimes where you see like, oh my gosh, do they have a rooftop up there? I'd love to go there. You make like a mental note and then you forget. Fortunately, we got Sylvia Perez answering these burning questions for us. That looks like a nice club.
Okay,
with a new episode of Tasting Chicago.
Yeah, with the new episode of Tasting Chicago. So let me tell you what we did. You said there are some we all know, right? Yeah. We know about Cindy's. We know about the beautiful Piccolo Sogno. We know about all these other ones. A lot of people know about London House. London House, spectacular. So we wanted to focus on something you didn't know about. We wanted to focus on 5 hidden gems. So that's what we did. And we had so much fun. Can I tell you, it was the most exhausting fun day. We shot 5 gems in 5 neighborhoods in like 6 hours.
No way. You did it all in one day?
We did it all in one day. They said, shoot this like you're doing a TikTok and no edits. We just want you to go straight at each one. So we just did each one. The first place we stopped at, and I have to thank Adina Klein because she found all of these. So part of Tasting Chicago is we want to go to neighborhoods, not only in the city but also the suburbs. So we were able to go to places I've never been. So we went to Truth in Bronzeville, which is the first place you just saw the food. That was like a lamb omelet, crayfish omelets. I mean, they have crazy good stuff. Their patio is like 500 square feet. It saved them during the pandemic. Really, really good because people go outside and people insist and you have to watch it. It's in Bronzeville, across from the fire department in Bronzeville. So that was our first stop. Stop number 2 was a new place in West Loop, which you guys would love as well. It's called Tato, and the chef is from Italy, and think like Roman, Napoli. The food is incredible. It's 5,000 square feet with amazing views. They have like a band there, and their drinks are incredible. So that was stop number 2.
Where is that located?
That is in the West Loop. It's right by, I'm trying to think of the streets.
I always just think of Randolph. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's off of Randolph, but it's kind of off the beaten path. You know where Recess is by chance?
Yeah.
It's kind of right behind Recess.
A Green and whatever street. Maybe
Green something else. Yeah. And then our next stop was Kimky. Have you heard of Kimky?
No.
It's in Bridgeport. It's a Polish Korean fusion place.
Wow, yum. I've had that fusion before, and it's incredible.
It is incredible. And this one's not a rooftop, it's a patio, but it's a double patio because it was the first patio that they had. And then when the pandemic hit, they opened a second patio, which used to be a parking lot. And the craft cocktails are amazing. The food fusion is incredible. The chef is incredible, and he's also a DJ on the side. They do it all. So that's stop number 3. And then stop number 4 was one of my favorite surprises when I talk about hidden gems. It's called High Low, and it's in Humboldt Park. And it's a craft cocktail place, literally hidden in the neighborhood, truly a gem. They do not serve any food. It's all craft cocktails and wine, and some unusual wines you've never seen. But then here's what's really cool, and a lot of places have done this too. They have totally delved into the de-alcoholized and non-alcohol because they said in the last 2 years that industry has just like blown up. People don't want to drink alcohol certain times. Maybe they're just totally staying away from alcohol, or maybe they want to go out and have a good time and not have to drink. So High Low is really good about that. It's a beautiful kind of old school Chicago bar that goes straight back, and then you step outside and the patio is so pretty. So that was stop number 4. Stop number 5, Utopia and Tailgate. You might have heard of that one. It's in Old Town. They have tons of games.
I'm not cool anymore.
You're cool.
In my 20s, I might have known all the cool spots.
But these are spots you would like, and they're not necessarily super hip, so it's not necessarily a scene. They're just kind of special hidden gems. Really fun.
So this is in Old Town. I love, so with spot number 4, High Low, I think is what I love when you discover a restaurant or a bar that's tucked in
It's
like
tucked
a leafy
in.
neighborhood.
It
makes me feel like, oh man, you know, like I'm
feng shui.
It's so beautiful. They've got an indoor bar, then you go outside, they have beautiful seating area, then they have another outdoor bar. And then if you look to the right, there's a house. And if you look to the left, there's a house over there. So it truly is tucked in there.
Cool.
And the cocktails that they offer, it's so much fun to see what people are doing with cocktails. You know, they're using these different fusions and different types of plants and vegetables to give them flavors. So, so that's this week's episode of Tasting Chicago. It's such a fun episode. When you watch it, remember we shot it all in one fell swoop.
All in one
But
day.
Sylvia, going
Okay,
to
so
these
where
different
can people
places.
catch it then, Sylvia?
So you can do that on fox32chicago.com. It's also on Fox Local under the, there's a landing page for Tasting Chicago.
Okay.
And then it's on our YouTube. In fact, I'm noticing a lot of people are watching us on YouTube.
Okay.
Good.
So that's a big spot. And when I first came and spoke to both of you about our first episode, I had said to you we were trying to get people to also give us some recommendations. Well, one of the first video recommendations I got was from someone you might know and love by the name of Brian Jackson. Okay.
Yes.
So Brian took me, and I think we have some video if we can show it. Brian took me to a neighborhood spot in Bronzeville, not too far from where he lives. And it's called Classic Cobbler. And this is some of the finest pies, cakes, and cobbler you have ever had.
Oh,
That's
boy.
a must-watch too because she, the owner, is so sweet.
You know her, isn't she a doll?
I just watched your story.
Oh,
but
yes.
It's just like she shines through even the camera.
Yes.
Through the story.
No, and it was her and her mom, and they've been around kind of as pop-ups, and then they opened this, and you know, Brian is big about like working out and exercising.
Yes, he is.
So, but this is his kind of secret
you
little.
hit the gym after little calories.
Oh my gosh,
cobbler.
my
Knows who to
favorite was the
support.
peach cobbler. It was so good. And it was so funny because do you guys ever do that where you eat something so good and you kind of start going like this because it tastes a little dance? She says that's a thing at her place is that
people break out into
people
dance.
do the cobbler dance once they've had a bite. And what was super cool the day we were there was a woman with her daughter and her niece, and they were sitting off of the corner, and they saw us and they were asking us what we were doing, and I got to talking to them, and they said they came there because she's gone viral because an influencer stopped by to try it.
Good.
And they drove all the way from Wheaton to Bronzeville on a weekday, more than an hour, to try the cobbler, and they said it was totally worth it.
Hey,
That's
sometimes
awesome.
you gotta travel.
Right?
Yeah, I think we
Sometimes
talked
you gotta
about that. A
travel
lot
to
of
do
people
this.
in general traveling
And that's
to
what they said
Chicago.
they love to do is they love to travel to try different food. And that's the thing about I love about Chicago is each neighborhood has its own identity. Each neighborhood has its own mark. And hopefully this is going to get people to go out to try different neighborhoods because
Definitely.
when was the last time you were in Bridgeport?
Exactly.
When did you have
That's true. You don't
right?
make sometimes
No.
make the time for it.
When's the
Yeah.
last time I've been in the actual neighborhood of
Right.
Humboldt Park and not just flying through on
and
one of the major streets?
Yeah.
The day we were there was awesome because it was 2 days before the Puerto Rican parade and all the flags were
Nice,
up and
nice.
it's such a diverse community and to be able to go out there and explore, it's just fun. It almost feels like you're on vacation. You're not even in,
completely.
because we all tend to stay in our neighborhoods, don't
Right,
we?
we
Yeah,
stay
we
in our
do.
routines.
Right?
We
Sylvia,
do.
thank you
Yeah.
for getting us out of our
I wanna
routines,
get you
getting
out.
us out of downtown
You
and
still,
into the
you
neighborhoods.
have a place
have
you told
video
me.
No, I got to go to
submissions, but
the
we
Euro
need to
next.
do.
I
You
gotta
right?
go to the Euro
I'm
next.
waiting.
All right,
We have some
Sylvia,
submissions.
Yep.
thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me. So
Really
much
appreciate
fun.
it. Tasting Chicago on all those platforms
That's right.
Sylvia just mentioned.